Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have another project I wanted to share with you guys because I've been trying to use up this paper collection. This is called the Avenue. This one specifically is by Recollections, but if you guys saw my video on April 1st for the Paper Stash Smash collaboration, I shared this with also a bunch of other like single double-sided sheets that I had from Jen Hadfield. So Jen Hadfield had the same collection, the Avenue. I feel like Michael's just like got the rights for it and then made a Recollections brand one. So I did still have a bunch of like single sheets. So I was able to make a lot. I had a lot of scraps from this. I still had some sheets from this, and I had the ones from Jen Hadfield as well. So I decided to make a larger album as one of my first projects to try and use up some of that paper. This album measures 8 by, I believe, 6.5. There are 2 signatures inside, and we are going to go through it. Okay, so this is a gorgeous album. It's going to be like it's like a family or home themed album. It says making beautiful memories. I decorated with some flowers here and some leaves. The leaves is using a die set from Scrap Diva Designs. It is the Leaves Bundle die set. It comes as like a die plate. And I know some of you guys have been saying yours did not come as a die plate, but then it can't be the Leaves Bundle die set. It would be some other different leaves that she has, because not all her leaves come as a plate. So I'm gonna have this one linked down below, and you guys could check in the description. It says one plate, one die cutting plate, so you guys can make sure you're getting the right thing. But yeah, so the Leaves Bundle die set, and that's how I die cut out my leaves, and I just love it because I love adding that to like pretty much all of my albums. And on top of that, if you guys don't want to sit there doing some die cutting or whatever, I do also now have them available in my Etsy shop. It's a set of 30 already die cut leaves in different colors, different shades of green, because it is hard to match greens when you guys are working with a collection. Like, I have used so many different kind of shades of greens already. So that's why when I sell these, I sell them in different shades of green so that you can match some kind of green to whatever you're working with, whatever like paper you're working with. So I at least give you guys options so you have more of a chance of matching something with your greens. So that is also available in my Etsy shop in case you guys don't want to do the die cutting. This is in the embellishments section of my shop. Okay, so there's that. Here's the spine, the back. I have my handmade logo stamp here. It's got a ribbon tie closure. And then you open this up and it looks like this. It is just such a beautiful album, you guys. I love it. So here I made a pocket on the side. When I originally did this tutorial, so there is a tutorial on this album. When I originally did the tutorial, I did my pocket regular right here. So this is the tutorial, by the way, the You Have Stolen My Heart mini album. Well, this is the cutting guide. The tutorial is on my channel, which I'll link down below, but this is the cutting guide in case you guys want to purchase it as well. It just makes album making so much easier. So yes, it is this album for this that I'm sharing with you guys today. I know it's a different cover, don't get confused. It is the same style album. You guys are just learning how to make the base, and then you get to decorate it with whatever paper you want. But it is this one, that You Have Stolen My Heart mini album. So it is 8 by 6.5. But like I said, here I did a regular pocket, which is in the cutting guide. For this one, I used that same one. I just kind of cut it down a little bit further and made another score line just to put it here because I wanted this one to be vertical rather than horizontal, because that's the paper scrap that I had. So I was using my paper scraps to make it work. So in this pocket here, I just included a cut apart from the collection that says Stay a While. And I made this little booklet so you can add additional photos, and I did pink on the inside for here, and then you could add photos on the back as well, or do journaling. You could also journal on the black with like a white gel pen. That would look really cute. Then here, I wanted to use up some of the larger kind of 6x6 cut-aparts that were in the collection. There were some 6x6 and there was even larger ones like this, which I ended up making a different album with that I'll share with you guys in another video. But there was larger ones like that too. So the 6x6 though I used here. So it just says home. This opens up. I do have like a little ribbon pull here so that people know this opens up. So that opens up like that. And then this opens up to the right. And then here I have another pocket. That's part of the tutorial. And then here I just made another larger booklet with another 6x6 cut apart. I did cut it down a teeny bit, but still, it's still like a bigger booklet using that 6x6 cut apart sheet. In this album, like I just shared with you guys, I do have magnetic closures. So in this album, I used these magnets. These are the 3/8 inch magnets from Total Element Magnets, and I'm going to have them linked down below because you guys could use the code KarolinasKrafts for 10% off your order. I love these magnets. All these little black pieces, actually, I could throw out. They're just like there to separate from all the other magnets. I don't really know what else to use them for. I was kind of thinking maybe these would be good to use instead of like foam if I just want to like add some dimension to a project. I was thinking those might be good for that because I don't want to waste it. But anyway, I used the 3/8 inch magnets. I'm going to have them linked down below because I love their magnets, you guys. I have a variety of different sizes, but the reason I used the 3/8 inch, which is smaller than the 1/2 inch or the 5/8, is because this is a larger album, but because I was also using two. So I have one magnet here and one here. So here and here. So I was using two magnets because when you do one magnet, sometimes I feel like the sides kind of sometimes like lift up. So I decided to do two smaller magnets instead of one larger magnet. And that's not like, it doesn't lift up because of the magnet itself, but I guess it's kind of like where the magnet is placed. So I didn't want that to happen. So I just did two smaller magnets, but yeah. So 3/8 inch magnets, I love them, you guys. I'll have it linked down below. And I forgot to mention for Scrap Diva Designs, if you guys wanted to get the die set, you guys could use the code Carolina for 10% off your order. I will also have that linked down below. Okay, so after that page, it looks like this. Here I used another magnet. This time I just used one magnet because I just needed one here. I didn't need two here. That would be like really close. These are just, this one's just bigger. So I used two there. Here I just did one magnet. And this lifts or pulls open or opens up this way. Again, I have another little pull there with like ribbon, and then this flips this way. And then these will fit some photos here. I think these might fit 4x6 size photos, I want to say. I just want to double check. I think it's for 4x6. So it will fit 4x6 if you go over that like piece right there. Otherwise, and no, actually I think it's 4x cropped, so cropped photos, because the height would have to be 5 7/8. Yeah, 5 7/8, because these pages are 6 inches. So you would just crop down your 4x6 photo a little bit, but then it would fit, especially if you want to see these. On the back here, you could fit your 4x6, just crop down a teeny smidge from the 6 inch side, but those will fit there. And then you could add a larger photo there as well. So that closes like that. Then here I have a double pocket belly band built on top of another flat page. So here at the double pocket, I just used another cut apart from the collection that says enjoy today. And I made just like a lot of booklets. I pretty much turned a lot of stuff into booklets. This I did not. This is just like a larger insert. But what is tucked in that belly band is a booklet. So behind there, you've got this larger booklet. And I just wanted to include them so you could add additional photos or just writing. You could add a photo and journaling at the same time. So there's options. And it was just like a great way to use up some paper. Then this also has another little pull here, so that opens up to the left. You've got space for photos here, space for photos here, and then this flips open again. You've got more space for photos, And then here I've just got a large pocket, and I just made 2 more booklets. And I did all the booklets last, just kind of using my scraps. So I just made whatever size to kind of make it fit. And then this also magnetizes closed. I think this also has 2 magnets. Yeah, so 1 here and 1 there. So 2 magnets there. Just again, the 3/8 inch size magnets. Then this flips like this. Here is where I did a little something different, because in the cutting guide, you get this whole entire page minus these 2 strips of paper. I just decided I wanted to add that. Everything else is magnetized, so this is not going anywhere. These are magnetized. I just thought this would be good to use because this was like another big cut apart and I wanted to use it. So I just thought that kind of looked cute there. So I just added in 2 more strips of paper. These measure 1 1/8 by 6 inches. And then you just add your pattern paper. So that's all I did there. And I glued it down on the 2 sides. But yeah, it says it's so good to be home. And then these both open up, and like I said, they are magnetized, and these have 1 magnet right here. This is actually, I think I want to say this is a 1/4 inch magnet here, but you could use the 3/8 inch. I feel like these ones feel small. I don't know, I can't remember what I used right there now. I know for the most part I used this, but I feel like maybe I also used a different size. Anyway, these open up like that, and then they open up further, so you have more space. I'm just going to show you guys one side at a time, and then it opens up again. So you have 3 more spaces for photos there, and then on top of that, when you flip that to the other side, you have 2 more spaces photos here. This is that cover piece, and they all kind of just fold into each other just like that. And you got the same thing on the other side. So it just opens up so many times, and then again you have space for photos on the other side as well. But yeah, or actually you also have, like, you could see that this is the other side, and then here as well. But yeah, so either way that you want to open that up, but there is a lot of space for photos there. And then, like I said, it does magnetize clothes, but I just have this because I had the extra cut apart. So I just wanted to add a little something there to be able to use that cut apart. And then I had this scrap of paper left over, like some kind of angled thing in my stash, like this wood grain. Don't know where it came from, but it was probably just from other album that I made in the past, because I had that scrap. So instead of doing like another pocket like this, I just kind of used that scrap to determine my pocket size. So that's what I did there. And then here you've just got another little booklet, and then a larger booklet with whatever kind of scraps I had left over that, you know, matched with this paper. So you could see that here I focused on using the corals and the greens. The little sneak peek of the other album I shared with you guys is where I focused on using the blues and the greens. But this one was like the corals, the whites, the pinks, and the greens. So yeah, that is this album, you guys. It is available in my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested. I will have the tutorial linked down below for you guys, as well as the cutting guide, and you could access the tutorial from the cutting guide as well, because there are QR codes on the next page that you could just scan and it takes you to that video. But yeah, cutting guide, lots of info here, so you can just craft along with me when we are making the album. So check out that video as well. And check out my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested. So that is everything, you guys. Definitely stay tuned, because there's going to be more projects coming that I made with the Avenue collection. I was trying to smash it up. Smash it up sounds weird. I didn't want to smash it up. I just wanted to use it up, but smash the pad. You know what I mean? So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out all the links down below for all the information, and I will see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.